You had Landon Webb coming in, pitching very well, had a 1.98 ERA, going against Nick Pivetta, and the Padres jumped on Landon Webb. With two outs in the first, Padres ended up scoring 3 runs. They had a 3-0 lead. Then it was 3-1. Then it was 5-1, and the Giants came back and pushed across 3 runs in the sixth inning to make it 5-4. And then the Padres pushed across 2 more in the seventh, and they won game one of the set 7-4. They out hit the Giants 11-7. Both teams committed an error. But really, in this game, there were a couple of outstanding performances, I thought. First of all, a guy that has been, I'm not going to say much maligned. He's been a line from the standpoint, he just hadn't produced the way we had hoped here in San Diego. And I'm a big Xander Bogaerts fan. He's a quality man. I watched his interview in the post game last night. Just a lot of class with this guy. And last night, Xander Bogaerts ended up hitting his first homer of the year. He pulled it down the left field line. He ended up going 3-for-4, first homer, drove in 3 runs last night, averaged at 253. Here's a guy that is a career like 285, 286 hitter. He's going to get it going at some point. Now, the power numbers have been declining. And I know the last couple of years they declined because he's missed a significant amount of time with injuries. I'm not giving up on Xander Bogaerts because the guy comes out every day. He's very diligent in his work. He works hard, probably put far too much pressure on himself. And it's not like the fan base and the media here is tough like they are in Boston. But he, I'm sure internally has put a lot of pressure on himself. But he did a great job last night, and hopefully this afternoon game today, he can build on that a little bit. The other guy that I thought had a great ball game last night, well, there were a couple, but we got to start on the mound. Nick Pivetta, he goes now to 5-1 on the year in his ERA at 1.78. His final numbers last night, folks, they were not indicative of how well I thought he pitched last night. Jeremiah Estrada came in and gave up that 2-run double to Lamont Wade Jr., who, man, see what he's hitting? He's hitting like a little over 100. And that guy's a pretty good hitter. But he rifled one down into the corner last night and drove in a couple of runs, and they were Pavetta's runs. Pavetta ended up going 5 1/3 last night, 5 hits, 3 runs, all earned a walk, 9 punch-outs, and gave up a home run. But again, I thought he pitched much better than his final line. He pitched with aggressiveness. He was attacking the hitters. He had 9 strikeouts last night. And I got to tell you, his stuff was good because he had several of those strikeouts were looking. He was fooling hitters. Fitzgerald, their little second baseman, he had all kinds of problems last night with Pavetta. So Nick did a great job. Bullpen overall, they were good. I mean, Estrada struggled last night. 2/3 of an inning, gave up 2 hits, an earned run of his own. Morahone, 1 inning, 2 strikeouts. Jason Adam, Robert Suarez. Robert Suarez looked good. And really, after they scored those 2 runs in the seventh, I thought Adam pitched great in the eighth. And then the Giants really kind of just wanted to get out of there in the ninth. And Robert Suarez mowed them down 1-2-3. I mean, they were swinging early in the count. He picked up his 11th save and dropped his ERA down to 0.69. In a save situation this year, he has not given up a run. You recall the game on Sunday, he gave up a run in a non-save situation when the Padres were getting beat. That's the only run he's given up so far this year. And then the other guy who, man, I'll tell you what, they told me since he's been on the IL, and I don't know if because his knee was sore and, he got healthy and maybe slowed him down a little bit at the plate. Jason Hayward last night looked pretty good at the plate. I mean, last night, Jason Hayward in his first game back ended up going 2-for-4. He had a second double, a run scored, and man, that's good news. That's really good news. And the other thing, and I looked at this last night because the Padre catchers have really been scuffling. But last night when I was doing all my notes for the program today after the game, when everybody else is going to bed, I'm still working and trying to put some things together. Last night, the Padre hitters, this is the key thing, folks, and we're starting to see this with the Dodgers. Andy Pajes has gone crazy with the Dodgers. But here's the key to having a championship ball club. You've got to get contributions from the bottom third of your order. And last night, the Padres got a lot of contributions. I don't expect this every night, but the night you get it, I'll flat out take it. Last night, between Tyler Wade, Jason Hayward, and Elias Diaz, they combined to go 5 for 12 last night. Tyler Wade, 1 for 4, did strike out a couple of times, but he's doing a great job. You can't complain about the way Tyler Wade has played. How many times have we said, "Oh man, Tyler Wade, man, he played a bad center field. He's done a great job taking over for Jackson Merrill. Jackson's down in Arizona working on getting his way back. So Wade was 1 for 4 last night. I mentioned Jason Hayward 2 for 4, a double, and then Elias Diaz last night 2 for 4 and a run scored. So again, 5 for 12 last night from 7, 8, and 9. Heck, I'll take 3 for 12 in that spot. That would be great. And the guy that really struggled last night, and he did not look himself. I don't know what the deal was, Fernando last night. He looked all out of sorts. If you were at the game or watched the game, didn't he look like there was something bugging him last night? I mean, Fernando 0 for 5 with 2 strikeouts, and he just didn't look good. I mean, I don't know what the deal was, but his body language, his facial expressions, he something seemed to be on his mind last night. I don't know what it was, but he didn't look comfortable. I don't know, maybe he had a bad meal before the game or something. He just didn't look right to me. And normally he's playing with a lot of energy, especially that ballpark last night. It was Tony Gwynn rookie bobblehead night. Anybody going to send me a bobblehead today? My wife said to me last night, we're watching the game, she goes, "Man, I wish you could have got a bobblehead. I know how much it would mean to you." I go, "I know, but, it is what it is." But last night, there were a lot of people that didn't get bobbleheads. In fact, 7,345 people didn't get bobbleheads. You know why? Because they had the second largest crowd in the history of Petco Park. I mean, they're jamming people in, especially into Gallagher Square. When I went to the game a few weeks ago, we went out to Gallagher Square prior to the game. Oh my God, people are having a great time out there. There's a lot of fun out there. Hats off to the Padres. They've really made that a destination when you go to the ballpark. But last night, second largest crowd in Petco Park history. They had 47,345 fans, and that's the 15th sellout of the year. How about that? That's pretty impressive. But bottom third of the order getting the job done last night in a big way. Okay, this afternoon. Now, to me, this is a bigger game for the Padres than it is for the Giants.